in Bessemer, Michigan.
Last race of the evening. This is the big one, the AMSOIL Pro Open Final. 11 laps. They're getting ready, and they are under starters' orders.
And they're green.
Boy, that Tremblay looked strong. That's Darren Mees.
Darren Mees, but who's that on the outside with the whole shot?
Tucker Hibbert.
Tucker Hibbert jumps into the lead, and look at him pulling away already.
Boy, that sled was so far to the outside. I don't know. I would have thought that he would have ran out of racetrack.
Was that your stud boy hole shot?
We're waiting as soon as we find out who the hole shot winner. Darren Mees. Darren Mees takes the stud boy hole shot, but Tucker's going, that's okay, you can have that. I'm going to move on to the win here.
Somehow we got him on the outside. We see him coming down the Dirty Dozen right now. And, of course, as you said, Darren Mees was in second there. There's third place right there and fourth place. Ross Martin in third, Robbie Malinowski in fourth, Tim Tremblay in fifth right now. There's the back of Ross Martin in third place right now. Fourth place and fifth place right there behind him.
They start working, trying to work their way up. Meanwhile, look all the way up the top of that first hill already. The number 68 going, well, one lap. Let's put a little distance between us here and see what happens. Wow, the thing that people have to remember, this track bit Tucker Hibbert a little bit ago. He's a smart racer, though. He learned something from that.
He doesn't come across as being the kind of guy to wilt under pressure, but still, it's got to be in the back of your mind that just this last race you were out here on this track in
right
this
about
very
here.
section, you crashed with a big lead on the last lap going towards the finish line. That's Tucker Hibbert right there with a big lead, but this race is by no means over. Over the start-finish line, and there right there was Darren Mees, your second place rider. Darren Mees, third place last night. If he could stay there and finish on another podium tonight, you got to believe that's a big weekend for Darren Mees.
No doubt. Of course, they got to be so proud of Mees being on the podium here twice the last two races. A good run for him, as you indicated. And, of course, coming in as a relatively a rookie driver, doing a great job.
Outside of Tucker Hibbert tonight, though, I believe Ross Martin perhaps has been the fastest guy in the Pro Open class. He's sitting there in third right now, running very fast. Again, he's somebody you got to consider for the rest of the race. But right now, the fastest lap on the track was run by our leader, Tucker Hibbert, by about 2 seconds. He is, again, setting the precedence for everybody out there.
And that was the last lap around this racetrack. So he is definitely trying to push his lead so that he can continue to work his way towards the podium.
A couple of teammates battling it out right there, but again, there's your leader. That's Tucker Hibbert. Coming around, stretched his lead to 5.5 seconds already, has Tucker Hibbert into the first corner.
And I'll tell you, the guy is just dialed here this weekend. Like I said, this reminds me of the Tucker of old, where he used to come in and just dominate a race, and he's done that here this weekend.
Absolutely. You tell him there's a dominant team out here, there's a super team, and you're not on it, he's going to show you who the super team is.
Yep. You see right there, Darren Mees, Ross Martin, Robbie Malinowski. That's, of course, 2-3 right there. Malinowski behind Ross Martin by a couple of seconds.
That's your best battle on the racetrack right there, second and third right now. Of course, Darren Mees, the young rider, third place last night. Ross Martin, so fast all day long, wants to get up there on the podium, and he wants to get up there and compete with Tucker Hibbert for this win.
As they come down across again, we watch them as they work their way across the AMSOIL finish line. Line them up, Tucker Hibbert out in front, then it's Mees, Martin, Malinowski currently in fourth place. It will be Tremblay in fifth. Lavallee in sixth, Liedman in seventh, Oman in eighth. Ninth is Kyle Pauline and Cody Cam in 10th. Those are your top 10.
Looking at second, third, and fourth right there. But, of course, there is your leader by a wide margin. He has now officially a 7.5 second lead on second. That is Tucker Hibbert up at the top of the hill there. I believe that again. Oh, that's a battle for fourth place, I believe. That's Malinowski and Tremblay. Right there you go. The battle of teammates. Malinowski, your points leader coming into tonight, and last year's champion, Tim Tremblay, coming down the Dirty Dozen.
And I think...
oh, look at that. Serious air out of Malinowski.
Yep. Tremblay right there trying to get around his teammate.
The teammates battling for position. The number 4 sled in fourth. Let's look at the battle for second up here right now, though. Ross Martin to the inside of Darren Meese takes the spot.
Boy, that was a sweet move. Just found a little area that he could jump past to get by him. Set him up, came across that part of the track, jumped around him, and puts Meese back to third place.
The problem.
Now you've got, of course, all 3 of the AMSOIL sleds running 3, 4, and 5.
Mike Schroeder, Chris Hockey bringing you the finals of Pro Open here at Bessemer, Michigan. AMSOIL Championship Snowcross presented by Traxxas, and Tucker Hibbert is putting on a clinic. Ross Martin has now moved into second place, but can he make up 10 seconds on Tucker Hibbert? It would seem like it would take a catastrophic accident or something to go wrong with that sled for him to make up enough time to get a win.
They're the Shearing AMSOIL US Air Force sleds, all in your shot.
Look at that.
Meese, and it's Malinowski and still Tremblay in 5th spot.
Looking to the inside, there's your points leader, Malinowski. He wants that spot. That's the podium right there, and that's more points for your points leader right now. We talked about it with him during introductions tonight. Malinowski knows, again, it's not about the individual battles, it's about the war. He's your points leader right now. Every position is more points towards the championship.
Of course, and those guys trying to make up some ground on Ross Martin. Martin trying to make up ground on Hibbert, but that's not working. Now about 10.5 seconds between your race leader, Tucker Hibbert, and, of course, Ross Martin currently in second.
And, of course, as we're talking about Malinowski trying to get around Meese, we're not even talking about Tremblay, who's in 5th right there.
There's Hibbert coming across the finish line.
Look at that. That is 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and they're all teammates. Inside him.
Boy, Malinowski showing the young rookie a move here. Can Darren hold on? He is. They're bar to bar across the AMSOIL finish line.
Does it matter that you're teammates? Right now it doesn't. Darren Meese trying to hold off Robbie Malinowski. What a battle for 3rd place. Will they play nice? We'll find out momentarily.
Well, that's one of the things that, of course, Steve Shearing had talked to him. We talked about that in Duluth, saying, you know, just don't take each other out on the racetrack. Let's be consistent. Let's race hard. Try not to take each other out. But, you know, these guys are racers. They all, you know, there may be incentives in their contracts or whatever. You know, they want to get on that podium too.
And again, we're still talking about a points lead up for grabs right there for Malinowski, who's in 4th right now. He wants every position he can get. That's the Dirty Dozen. Look at that.
That with Hibbert out in front. And he, of course, winning one of his heats. That's going to give him a big points bump. And, of course,
Tremblay,
that may put him ahead of him.
Sorry, Mike, but Tremblay takes the inside line, tries to get around Malinowski, and suddenly we've got a battle for 4th. And inside goes Tremblay on Malinowski and takes the position.
Malinowski, he tried to come back underneath. Malinowski thought that he could find a line to get back underneath him, but that did not work either. So now Tremblay has got his sights set on Darren Meese. That would be, of course, the 3rd podium place.
I got to tell you, I think Malinowski got so concerned about getting around Meese, he gave up the line to his teammate, and now Tremblay is going for 3rd underneath Meese.
Ooh, and they may have gotten together just a bit because you've seen them both slow down. We couldn't really see from the camera angle. But, you know, little rubbin is racing, no doubt about that. And Tremblay, we talked about it last night. He had the unfortunate issue early on, came from way back to work his way back up towards the front. You know, it's too bad that he's been held up here. It would be interesting to see if he could run down, of course, Tucker Hibbert. Hibbert now with a 15-second lead over the field. Ross Martin sitting in 2nd. You're watching the battle there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th between the 3 teammates, Tim Tremblay, Darren Meese, and Robbie Malinowski.
Right now it's all about Tim Tremblay trying to chase down Ross Martin, because I'm going to tell you, Ross Martin right there in the orange, he's in 2nd. Right behind him, the focus of the camera is on Tim Tremblay. Tremblay is the 2nd fastest sled on the track right now behind your leader, Tucker Hibbert, who has checked out by 15 seconds. The real concern on the racetrack right now is for 2nd. Coming down the hill. There's your leader, Tucker Hibbert, taking it easy.
Boy, just going around some traffic, trying to work his way around. Got a couple of laps left to go. Running about 55 to 1 minute lap times here.
Absolutely.
Tucker, of course, the fastest, 55.047. That was on lap number 4.
But again, the 2nd fastest lap that has been run has been Tim Tremblay. And he's in third right now, chasing down Ross Martin. So that's a battle we're going to want to watch.
It's like you said, sometimes something that's said can really take and get someone fired up. And I think coming out of Duluth, the fact that, of course, on Sunday they had the trifecta. Steve Shearing did, the U.S. Air Force AMSOIL team. And everybody was saying it's the super team. It's like you said. Tucker said, I'm going to show you that, this kid still knows how to race too.
Here they come, the Air Force Dirty Dozen right now. And that's Ross Martin and Tim Tremblay, last year's champion, trying to reel in Ross Martin.
Boy, with 1 lap left to go, Ross is going to have his fans full because Tremblay is charging hard.
And I'm telling you, he is on his tail right now. The white flag is out. We are almost done in Bessemer, Michigan. Does the champ have enough to get around for second place? Slow traffic going to slow up Ross Martin a little bit.
Oh, and it got in the way of Tremblay, too. Tremblay wanted that line, and Bowerly was there.
That's part of racing. We all know it, and so does Tim Tremblay. But this is not over. Meanwhile, Tucker Hibbert has continued to check out. Almost a 15-second lead for your leader as he's coming around pretty soon here. Almost to the Air Force Dirty Dozen.
There you see him just coming down the Dirty Dozen right there.
Around the corner for the last time. And headed towards the AMSOIL finish line, Tucker Hibbert slowly across the finish line, and a giant win for Tucker Hibbert, making it 2 in a row in Bessemer, Michigan at the BlackJack Ski Resort.
Martin's going to come across to take second spot, so a good run for him. But again, these guys are going to go back home scratching their heads going, now we've got another team out there that's just beating us up.
No doubt about it. It was Tucker Hibbert, Ross Martin, Tim Tremblay, last year's champion, with a great run, comes in third. Darren Mees holds on for fourth, and Robbie Malinowski will round out the top 5 here in Bessemer, Michigan.
And we go through the next order. Of course, Johan Liedman taking 6th, Emma Lohman in 7th, Kyle Pauline in 8th, Cody Cam in 9th, Logan Christian comes in 10th spot.
Colby Crapo comes in 11th, and Petter Narsa in 12th. Adam Reinheim was 13th. Levi Lavallee 14th. And rounding out the top 15 tonight, Paul Bowerly in 15th.
Some fireworks taking place. There was a lot of fireworks on the racetrack, but fireworks, of course, being shot off overhead. A lot of people going down to watch the interview down here, of course, with Tucker Hibbert and these podium finishers. But I know some people on their way out. Man, what a great weekend we've had here.
It's been unbelievable. And again, it's so fun because what you saw in that first weekend was domination by Robbie Malinowski. You saw 2 wins in 2 nights. This weekend, domination by Tucker Hibbert. I'm sure that'll probably make it a very tight points race, may even give the points lead to Tucker Hibbert coming into this race.
I believe it probably will.
It probably will, but let me just tell you, it just makes it completely unpredictable when we get to Canterbury for the next stop. You've got 2 guys who dominated 2 different races on 2 different types of tracks. Which of those guys has the best setup to go to Canterbury? Who knows? We'll have to wait until January to find out.
Well, it is going to be interesting to see what some of these drivers say in the couple, 2-3 weeks that they have off. Everybody going back, scratching their heads again and saying, how can I catch that 68 Monster Energy Artie Cat? That's going to be a big question.
There he is. Very happy, very sweaty, worn out, even though he made it look easy.
And we again want to congratulate Darren Mees. Darren Mees, the winner of the Stud Boy Hole Shot Award. Of course, the donation will be made in his name to the Pink Ribbon Riders. Congratulations, as he, of course, will have his name on that donation. So congratulations going to him.
Yeah, Darren finishes just 1 spot off the podium. Last night he finished 3rd. Tonight he finishes 4th. Again, your podium here in a moment is going to be Tucker Hibbert, Ross Martin, and Tim Tremblay. A 3rd, a 4th, and a 5th for Team Shearing Speed Sport.
Fireworks taking place overhead, and